Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Village of Wiphampton for episode 5. Today, as I promised before, we're actually going to start on some real building work and we're going to take care of the blacksmiths. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig away a lot of this gravel and dirt around the edges here, bring back all of the land as much as possible down to the base of where the blacksmiths is. Then I'm going to remove the farm here. I'm going to eventually reset up the fields out here on the edge of town, out of the way, and a farmer's house will be put there to accompany it. But for now, I'm going to cut away while I dig back as much of this as possible, and then I'll rejoin you, or you can rejoin me, once that's done, and we'll move on from there. Okay, I've dug down to a good base level here. I can put a floor here to bring it back up to the level of this staging area. Next, I'll remove the farm. Okay, the farm is gone, and I've smoothed the land out here. There was a lot of sand under there, still a little bit left over here, but that's okay because we need sand for glass, so there's no waste digging it. I replaced it all with dirt, which is all going to be covered up anyway, probably, but just for now, you know, I wanted to collect that. I let the chicken out, did that earlier, because he was bugging me, to be honest. He didn't actually really want to leave. It took a few attempts, but he's out. Also had to remove the street lamp that was here, which is also okay because that was bloody awful. Because I was levelling this out, so it's all nice flat area to walk around on. So next, we're going to have to start taking out the wood and the glass from the walls of this. Once I've stripped down the walls here, I'll climb up to the roof, strip the slabs off the roof, and then the roof itself. Can't reclaim glass, so goodbye. And of course, we're going to take all the furniture out of here. Not that there's a lot of furniture, but it's got to go. Reclaim the workbench, and essentially just bring this whole thing down to a base. I'll be back with you once I've done that. I'm not sure they're exactly happy with what I'm doing here. There's a lot of them hanging around and they keep giving me very strange glances. I hope you guys realise I'm doing this for your benefit. I'm going to carry on anyway, regardless of what they think. Welcome back. I've cleared the area, I've brought the house down, and I've extended out the base for it to stand on. The only thing I haven't moved is this lava pool in the blacksmith place. I think I'm going to have to leave that in place because I don't think I have enough buckets to move it. I don't have any buckets, I know that much, and I just don't think I have enough iron left over. I do, but it'll be all my iron. We'll think about that. For what I have done for now is I took the furnaces from the blacksmith as I bring it down, and I decided I'd have these for myself. I've been cooking up some stone, that's still going. I've put in another chest, started filling it up with some of the rubbish I got out of digging, and I've put it in a nice handy place so I can get it just from the doorway. I've used up quite a lot of tools doing this, and I've had to eat as well. I did suddenly realise I had a whole load of food already in the furnaces, which I retrieved when I removed them. And so I've got plenty to keep me going for a while. It's all good beef. What I think I'm going to do here, if I leave this in place, is this is going to be the blacksmith's work area here. Well, there's a little forge. I think I might build something up over that to make it look a bit better. Build a little wall around here, and so this will be his work area. Another wall over here somewhere. And the rest of this can be his living area. I don't think it needs to be 2 stories tall. I think that would look a bit out of place if I had another floor. But it's got a decent enough ground area to cover. So I was thinking, because this floor here is going to be brought up to this level. I haven't done that yet because I'm undecided on what exactly I'm going to do with it. I think possibly I'm going to use the stone slabs that I collected off the roof and make a whole load more. Make a nice stone slab path. It's quite neat. It looks, you know, reasonably path-like. But obviously for that I'm going to need all this smooth stone I've been collecting. Well, I say collecting, creating. Get out of here, Cobble. Because I'm also going to need some bricks, I think, at some point. I don't think I'm going to use bricks for the blacksmiths, but for some of the houses I will. But for now I need slabs more than anything. So, where's that other... oh, what am I doing? It's that. 3 stacks. How much more have I got in here cooking? A little bit. We'll go with 3 stacks of slabs for now. We'll start laying them down. Decided to bring the paths down to 2 wide. The pathways are 3 wide by default in villages, and I'm not entirely sure why. It's only a little village. It doesn't need to be 3 wide. And I tell you, these villagers, they've been getting right in the way. I found some coal in this wall here, which I dug in and collected the coal. Got myself another... No, it wasn't 30 coal, that's for sure, because I did have a little bit on me already. 3 villagers decided to wander into there as I was digging it in and refused to leave. You would not believe the amount of badgering and bullying it took to get them out of there. Eventually I did and closed it over. I also had the blacksmith himself over here. When I was changing all this, he decided to jump in the hole and again refused to leave. I actually had to leave him there for the whole day until I went and jumped into the bed at night, and when I got up in the morning he decided to move on, which I am very glad about, because I don't really want to have to hurt these guys, and sometimes they just refuse to move when you want them to move. Okay, so we have the basis of the path laid out, but I'm just debating now. Should I keep it one thick? I mean, it will make my slabs go further. I don't suppose I suppose a little step up here could be quite interesting. So yeah, for now I'm going to leave the path, the slab path 1 deep. I won't double slab them up. I can do that later on if I decide it would look better. But right this second, I've only got, of course, half a stack of cobble on me. So let's just get back up here. See, look, I can just open this up. I haven't actually got much cobble in there either. It's all in that one over there. Obviously, all of this stone is now finished. I have half a stack of stone left. That might be half a stack of stone bricks, or about half a stack of slabs. Either way, actually probably a stack of slabs, but never mind. So let's just fill out the area we have to work with. This side's going to come around here. So how wide is this base? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 typically. So I can't divide it halfway. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wide. So again, that won't divide halfway. So if I bring that to say 5 out, so that leaves 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't work for me. Maybe. Yeah. How about if I actually bring this to 4 here, make this the open area, because I'm going to keep a little open corner like it had before. Quite like that idea. To there. Now if I put that in, fill that wall in there. No, in fact. Don't want to use up my iron pick yet. I don't even know why I'm carrying it really. I certainly haven't needed it. There. So this gives him the blacksmith plenty of area to work in and some area to live in as well. Doorways are going to be, say, here into the building. Well, the only doorway. And we're going to need some windows in it, I think. Oh, it's getting dark again. I'm going to have to run back for a sleep. I don't know if I'm going to cut this episode in the usual way and say, you know, goodbye after the end of an episode. Because I really want to get this building done. So I might just have to cut the video into sections, make it parts of an episode. Because, you know, I want to keep the videos themselves as a manageable size. I'm not going to make anybody sit through, you know, 40-50 minute video. If I bring it down to, I want to try and keep it around 20 minutes an episode like I have been doing. So now I've got to think about some windows in here. I put the corners in. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go there, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's not. We'll have just. Am I out of? I still do have some cobble on me. Should have brought more. Never mind. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's got plenty of windows, and the windows, of course, they're going to be too high. And oops, ow. There, and there. And there. Now I do need more cobble. Right, what I'm going to do then is quickly go and get some more cobble and build up these walls to the all around to this same height, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Okay, that's got the walls built up. I actually decided to slightly change, make this little corner here 4x4 entrance. That's still plenty of room, more than enough. So as you can see, we've got is a work area and a living area with some windows. That's the basic shape of the building done. Next up, we're going to need to put a roof on it. Although probably I'm going to sort of decide what exactly is going to be in here first, because, you know, natural lighting is always a good thing. And while we've got some day, let's do that. So we're going to want to have, let's sorry, let's rough out with, he's going to want an anvil next to his forge. We're going to want some ovens in here as well. So I'm going to have to make some ovens. Just eat a bit of food while I think about it. So yeah, we're gonna want some ovens up on this wall. I think I'm gonna give him at least six ovens, maybe a full space of 8. I think I might change this here for something a little bit easier access, just for good look. Maybe some cobble steps. We'll have a look at that, see what I can make out of my inventory. The floor inside, I'm definitely going to change. I'm going to dig that back up. I should have thought about that, but because all this cobble, I mean, it doesn't look very interesting with a cobble floor and cobble walls. So I'll probably put in maybe a lighter coloured wood floor, because I'm going to use a dark colour for the ceiling. I've also got sand on cooking into glass. What did I come up here for? Oh yes, I need to use the workbench. And we wanted to make 6 ovens, didn't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Sorry, I wanted to make 8 new furnaces. So there we go. Right, I am going to lay that in and dig out the floor, ready for placing down something new, and I'll rejoin you again after that. I'm nearly done putting in the floor. I decided to use up this birch wood that I had. Oh, and that villager's finally decided to get out of the way. He's been hanging around in that spot for ages, getting right in my way. So that's the interior floor done. And now, very quickly, before it gets too dark, well, I'm going to go back up to my house anyway, I guess, because I've got to sleep. The sand finished cooking to glass. I've got a whole stack of glass. So what I'm going to do is I'll keep a few glass because that's not enough anyway. I've got a ton of glass panes now. Way more than enough. That should do me most of the village, to be honest. So I'm going to put a couple of whole stacks of them in there. Is it actually time to sleep? It is. As you can see at the bottom there, I've been trying to sleep a little bit early sometimes. It's an easy way to tell what time of the day it is. So, got some glass. That was all of my birchwood I used up, but you know, I was never intended to do anything serious with it anyway. It's not like I need tons. And I should have enough. I mean, I've got enough obviously to finish off the floor in this building, which I've done. And I might have enough left over to do something else interesting with it. So that's some windows in here. Out here, what are we going to do? I think stone brick floor here, actually. Let's change that for that. Let's cut this out. These guys they're everywhere. They just wander around. I've still got to replace that. I think I'm going to have to decide what to do there, to be honest. I might have to make those buckets and move this. I'm not entirely happy with the way it is, having this bit of lava stuck in here for no particular reason. But we'll deal with that in a bit. First of all, I want to change this up for yes, for a stone brick floor. In the edge, I'm going to keep slabs. I have got enough slabs, I think, so I'll quickly pull these out just to demonstrate what I'm doing here. I've got more slabs, I think, put aside somewhere, or is this the last of what I had? This might be the last of it. I'm going to have to cook up some more cobble. You know, I'm not short of cobble. So there we go, that's the edging done. So you can see there's a little step up. That actually worked out fairly well. So next thing to do, change the floor in here, which definitely means I'm going to have to cook up more cobble. I'm going to run out of coal sooner or later. 12 in there, 13 in there. That's enough for a stack and a half in each one. So yeah, I'm going to need to find some more coal pretty soon. I've got plenty of cobble, get rid of some of this gravel and glass and dirt and wood. And I've got a whole bunch of cooked chickens because if I'm completely honest, I forgot I had all of that steak cooking. So I started cooking chickens before I even realised the steak was there. That's okay, you know, you can't ever have enough food in this game, that's for sure. So let's get another couple of stacks out and cook this cobble. What stone I still have needs to be turned into stone bricks. See, 32, I don't think that's going to be enough. I do have a whole other stack of stone slabs though, so we're okay for that. So what I'm going to do is let this cobble cook up into stone brick. I'm going to cut out that floor in the meantime, and then I'm going to replace the cobble floor with a stone brick floor. So we'll be back after the jump. I did have enough bricks, just about. So that's in. You can see down there, the floor there is in for now. It's time to start thinking about a roof. While this cobble cooks away nicely, I think oak, jungle. I've got an absolute ton of oak wood. Now, I already said I'm not using that for the exterior of the roof, but as for the interior, plenty of planks. Because I don't really want them to have to look at the rafters. Maybe use that for some sort of storage space things afterwards. But the roof interior, I'm going to put an interior ceiling into the building. I don't have nearly enough wool. Wool is brilliant for that, but I have like 2 spare pieces of wool, so I'm not going to do that. Since the building's longer in that direction than it is in this direction, the peaks are going to run along. The peak of the roof is going to run along that way. Now, which means I'm going to have to build up the edges here, but we're just going to work this out. I need to get up higher. You know, I really need to make a way to get up here much easier than this. I haven't left myself any good pathways now, which is kind of stupid, but there you go. Don't always do the smart thing first time out. There we go. Pro as heck. Let's see, so I've got cobble here, I've got this. This is going to be have to be like this. Now you might be thinking, Roof, what are you doing? Are you going to put a roof there at those edges? Yes, I am, but due to the magics of the upside down stairs mechanics that Jeb added, this is going to work out just right. Maybe a little bit more of a problem this end. I might in fact change this fronting ever so slightly. We'll see how it looks once I've done this. And if I have messed it up, you know, all have every right to complain to me and say, see, you messed it up. But I think this is going to work out. Still quite a long process making a roof. Being able to put stairs upside down, and more so being able to put stairs upside down. Is that the sun going down? It is. Upside down and without having to be underneath them is an even better feature now. But well, I've fallen in the building. That's not the greatest thing. I'm going to have to sleep anyway. And I'm going to have to change this. I'm going to cut this wall here and replace this wall here. Change this about. So, I'm going to run to bed. How did I end up with a block? That's where that extra block went. Strange. It's probably my mouse messing up again anyway. But, yes. I have a feeling I've probably done at least an episode's worth. So, like I said, I wasn't necessarily going to call it an episode, but I think I will. And I'm going to carry straight on, but I will make this a division point here. So, thank you very much, everybody, and come again.